come to the Father except by me. Choir is going to come in the 5th book or 5th division of Psalm. You'll find Psalm 118. I've learned that if I read too much, I will have to explain too much. So we'll do with one verse. In the 5th division or 5th book of Psalm 118. Find it, the choir will come and bring message through the music, because there must be a message in this gospel music.
Amen.
And then we'll come back and allow ourselves to be used, that God will be glorified, Christ would be lifted up, the church will be edified through the word of God. Choirs will come down. Glory. You still got to praise inside of you. All that you've been through, you still got to praise. All that you've been through all week, you still got to praise. All the ATL you still got to praise. All the sickness in your life, you still got to praise. All the tears you had to drink for water, you still got to praise. You be down to the dark valleys, high mountains, you still got to praise. Inside of you. Give me praise anyhow. Still got to praise. Yeah, can't shake my faith in God. Because he's able to turn it around, I tell you. He sits high, but he looks low. He may not come when you want him, somebody said. But he'll show up on time. And when he comes, the reward is with him. So I still do it all. I still have a praise inside of me. So go walk to the fire. You can't be burned. Go walk to the floor. It won't consume you. Go up the rough side of the mountain. When you get to the mountaintop, God is there. Walk down in the valley. When you reach the valley, God is there. And you still have a praise inside of you. Because when praises go up, blessing got to come down. Yeah. Your praise will be answered. Still got to praise. Thank you. I think there's a message in the music. We can have the church covenant reading now, have our Lord's Supper, then we can sit tap out the door. But there may be a word. Yeah, I still got to praise. Yeah, even though I've been mistreated, I still got to praise. Even though sometimes I have financial difficulties, food is low, but I still have a praise. Even though they talk about me, scandalize my name. Yeah. Even nobody understands me, nobody want to spend time with me, but I still have a praise. Even when I do my best and people just discourage me, try to turn away from me, trying to dig a hole for me, that's all right. Even though those have been closed in my face, those who said they'll be with me, when it's time for the rubber to meet the road, I can't find them, but I still have a praise. Yes, I have a praise. This psalm today, the author is unnamed, but labeled as a penman of God. The name is not important as long as you can get in the glory. He's not named, but he does two things with this text. What he does, he encourages us about God, then he challenges us to live a godly life. He does something to us, then if you're not careful, we won't give him praise because of the stuff's going on in your life. You down today. You struggling. You've been struggling all week. And if you're not careful, you wouldn't give him praise. This unnamed psalmist here touch our spirit. We say it's in verse 24. Psalm 18, verse 24. It says, this is the day. That's in your Bible? Yes. The Lord has made. Then he flipped the script. He said, we will rejoice. That's right. And be glad in it. Yes. This is the day that the Lord has made. Then he says, we will rejoice and be glad in it. The psalmist introduces us to an unchanging God in a changing world. It shows at least 5 things in the beginning of this verse about God. It shows the specificity of God, the exactness of God, the presence of God, the provisions of God, the power of God, and the compassion of God. Let's break it down. This is the day. This is the day. Let's deal with that. This is the day. This is the day. He speaks currently. This is. He is specific. This day is unlike any other day. Yes. This is the day shows his preciseness, the exactness of this day. This is shows God's presence. He's with us. The Bible declares that he says, I'll never leave you nor forsake you. I am always with you. This is the day. Not only that we see the specificity of the text, not only that we see the presence of God, we need the presence of God. If he said this was the day, then we may conclude that God is not with us. So he puts us in a present tense. This is the day the Lord has made. Not only do we see the specificity, not only that we see the presence of God, but we see the provisions of God. What do you mean, Pastor? When he says this is the day, we must draw into circumference that we have overcome yesterday. Amen. If it hadn't been for God with us yesterday, we wouldn't have been able to see today. I'll pay somebody to say amen. Amen. So therefore, when he says this is the day, we see the provisions of God because God provided yesterday. And because God provided yesterday, and he's a God that changes not, he must unequivocally provide for us this day. Yes, not only that we see the specificity of God, not only that we see the presence of God, not only that we see the provisions of God, but we see the power of God. This is the day that the Lord has made. We see the power. God still have everything, the airplane flying, the sun shining, the moon is still in place even though we can't see it. The temperature is right, the world is spinning just exact like it should be. God has power to hold everything in place. Why? Because he made this day, and then we see the compassion of God because he allowed us to be in it. Is that clear? Is that clear? He allowed us to be in this day. He didn't ask us this morning to help us form this day. We see the compassion because he could have just let you sleep your day through. So we see the specificity of God, the exactness of God. He shaped this day. He formed this day. We see the presence of God. He's with us. This is the day. We see the provisions of God. We need his provision. He knows we need stuff, but we need his provision because without him, we can't get the stuff. If God doesn't provide for us, we will be lost. Where you going, Pastor? I'm getting there. Just bear with me. Can I move you just a little bit? Yeah. Not only that there's a specificity of God, not only that there is the presence of God, not only that there is the provisions of God, not only that there is the power of God, but there is the compassion of God. We need the compassion of God. This is the day the Lord has made. Amen. Amen. And then the psalmist does something not ordinary. He says, we will rejoice. He gives us a command. We will rejoice and be glad in it. Then why should we rejoice? That's the question. Why should we rejoice when our moods are not good? when everything is going upside down for us, when the world is crumbling, when people are doing their own thing, why should we rejoice? That's the question. When everything I touch crumbles, every dream that I try to reach fades away, why should I rejoice? Can I grow you a little bit? You need a subject, reasons to rejoice. Reasons to rejoice. Don't tell me just that we will rejoice without giving me some reason. Why should I rejoice? Well, first of all, the latter part of the text gives us 3 reasons why we should rejoice. Because it's another day. Not only is another day, but we are given another chance. Not only that it's another day, we were given another chance, but we were also afforded another opportunity. So we have reason. You see how simple the text is? Why should we rejoice? Because somebody who enjoyed yesterday. Hello, somebody. Somebody who woke up yesterday morning. Somebody who prayed yesterday morning. Somebody who dressed themselves yesterday morning is not able, did not cross over to this day. So if you don't have the money that Brother Wall had, you don't have the house that Brother Chandelier had, you don't have the bank account that Brother Carpet had, you have a reason to rejoice because you have another day. Don't have to shout this message. You have reason to rejoice. You may not be where you want to be. You may not be who others think you should be. You may not possess the thing that your heart desires. But if there's anything in your heart, you should give God thanks for yet another day that I've never seen before. And there's no guarantee you'll see another day. So he says we will rejoice. What will you rejoice? I rejoice because he woke me this morning. He shook me. He didn't let me sleep too late. He woke me up closed in my right mind. I got to give him praise because he could have let me sleep today, tomorrow, and call home. But because he woke me and gave me another day, a brand new day, brand new sunshine, I got reason to rejoice. Let me stop your hands from clapping right here. Not only you have a reason to rejoice because he gave you another day, but he gave you some more problems. Because with a new day comes confronting. With a new day come obstacles. But don't worry about, tomorrow, because tomorrow have enough problem of his own. You have to deal with the day. And because he woke you up this day, that tells me he must provide for you. Trying to make it plain. Another day, a reason to rejoice. Another day. Do you know how many folk wish they had another day? Somebody wished that they had another day just to come in to give God praise. Somebody wished I had another day to see another sunrise, another Sunday morning, another communion service, another day and hours today. So we got a reason to rejoice. And not only, let me move a little deeper, not only we have a reason to rejoice because of another day, we have a reason because we have another chance. Another chance. How many of us know folks have said, if I had another chance, if I had one more chance to say I'm sorry, if I had one more chance to try to turn this thing around, if I had one more chance to get down on my knees, one more chance, I got a reason to rejoice because God gave me another day and another chance. I've got to rejoice. Got to rejoice because I've given another chance. How many of you know folk that when you went into work that morning, they said, this is it, here's your pink slip, hit the door. No more chances. But the God we serve is a merciful God. Yes, he's merciful, he's long patient. And so he gave us another chance. Could it be that he's given us another chance because somebody hasn't really commit themselves to the work of the kingdom of God? Could it be that he's given us another chance so we can straighten up and fly right? Could it be that he's given us another chance so we can get our house in order? Another chance. Many times folks said if I had one more chance. I heard it mentioned this morning that folk feel that I have time to get it right. Tomorrow is a promissory note. And yesterday is a canceled check. So we got to give him praise for today and another chance. Yeah. And not only that he has given us another day, not only that he has afforded us another chance, but he's given us another opportunity. Those are the three divisions for those who seeking the order, another opportunity. This is the day the Lord has made. We will rejoice and be glad in it, in spite of what's ahead of us. Because God brought us to this day. God is mandated to carry us through this day. Because if he brought you to it, he has the power to carry you through. Because Jesus' responsibility is to take care of me. The Bible said, Jesus said to God, all you have given to me, I have lost none. So therefore, I have an opportunity today to get it right. There's some things you can't get right with man, but with God. So we got a reason to rejoice. This is the day the Lord hath made. I will rejoice and be glad in it. Even with your dilemmas, even with your shortcomings, even with our senseless blundering, he gave us another day. Could it be because he loved us? Could it be that because he desired that all be saved and none be lost? Could it be that even when we have fallen short, and that's all of us because the Bible said we all have sinned and have fallen short. Could it be that as we injecting the needles in our arm, putting the cocaine in our nostrils, could it be that you have another day just to get it right? Could it be that you've been struggling because you're following and looking for love in the wrong places? He says, another day, another chance, and another opportunity. So therefore, there's reason to rejoice. Yes, sir. There's reason to rejoice. Shadrach, Meshach, and that bad Negro said, we got a reason to rejoice. Yes, thrown into the hot fiery furnace, we still got a reason to rejoice. Daniel said, throw me in the lion's den. I still have a reason to rejoice. Job said, all my children's gone, all my money's gone, all my cattle is gone, but I still got a reason to rejoice because the Lord gave and the Lord taketh away. Blessed be the name of the Lord. I've got a reason to rejoice. Yeah, I'm just trying to grow you just a little bit. He said, this is the day of the Lord. Forget about yesterday. And don't bank on tomorrow, bank on Jesus, because he is yesterday, today, and he is tomorrow. There's no healthy resolution except through Christ. So he said, this is the day the Lord hath made. We will rejoice and be glad in it. Look at the text. He doesn't want to rejoice by himself. He said, we will rejoice. Yes, sir. And we'll be glad. And whatever the situation is, be glad in it. Because why, Councilman? Because your situation could turn within a twinkling of an eye. Yes, you think you have it bad now? God can come and do some things that make you stand on edge. So rejoice that your situation is not in a place that God can't fix it. Another day. Yes, sir. Another chance. And another opportunity. How many of you are glad you have another day? Oh, don't fool me now. You have aches and pain in your body, but you're glad because you have another day? How many of you are glad because you have another chance? How many of you are glad that you have another opportunity? Your dreams can be dusted off. Your desires can be transformed into a reality right now because of him who died. So we have reason to rejoice. And not only that we have reason to rejoice, I have a right. Hello. I have a right and a reason. I was given a right and a reason to rejoice. What gives me the right? What gives you the right, Pastor? You are flesh and blood just like me. What gives you the right? Who gives you the authority? Why do you rejoice? Because I was on the road of destruction. I was on my way to S-E-L-L. I was separated from God. I was lost in the wilderness. I was drifting on a sea. I was in a dark place. And I got a reason, because God sent Jesus to Calvary cross. Give me a right to the tree of life. When I couldn't save myself, he came down, 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 down from 40 and 2 generations. Took my strength on Calvary cross. He died, sure enough. He was buried, but the third day he rose with all power. I've got a right and a reason to give him praise. I've got a reason because early this morning he didn't let me sleep too late. He woke me, he shook me, he woke me clothes in the right mind. I've got a reason to give him praise. I was able to dress myself. I've got a reason to give him praise. Got food on my table. Got a few nickels in my pocket. Got a place to lay my head. Every time I turn around, he keeps on blessing me. I've got hands, I can wave. I got legs, I can walk. I've got a reason to give him praise. Every time I turn around, I got blessing and more blessing. I've got a right and a reason to give him praise. I got a right because God lifted me higher and higher. I've got a right. Don't rush me now. Give me a few more minutes. Can I grow you? Just a little bit. Along with your praise come responsibility, because he gave you another day. You can't just sit still like a bump on a log. You got to get busy and expand the kingdom of God. Got a right and a reason to serve him. I've got to serve him. If it hadn't been for the Lord on my side, I got eyes, I can see. He keep on blessing me. I can sit down, I can get up, I can walk, I can talk. I've got a reason to give him praise. I can drive, I can lay down by myself, I can get up by myself. I've got a right and a reason to give him praise. I said thank you for another day. Thank you for another chance. And thank you for another opportunity. Just let me go a little deeper in our creed. I've got a right and a reason to serve the Lord. When I get in trouble, I've got a lawyer who never lost a case. I've got a right and a reason. When I'm sick, I've got a doctor. If I don't have any health care, I've got a doctor who never lost a case. I've got a right and a reason. When I'm lost in the wilderness, I've got somebody to come and see about me. I've got a right and a reason. When I'm broke, when I'm busted and disgusted, I've got somebody who will supply all stuff. You know what I'm talking about. Out there doing the devil's work. I've got somebody who sit high and look low, sent his only begotten son to save me. Because he saved my soul, I have a right and a reason to give him praise. Do you have a right and a reason to worship him? He says, we will rejoice and be glad. See, look at how he said, we will rejoice. When I think about the goodness, I don't think about it all the time. But when I think about how he blessed me, when I think about how he kept me, I don't think about him all the time. But when I look back, when I sit down to my table and I look back, when I open the refrigerator and I see all the stuff in there, I begin to think back. When I walk into my room and I look at the shoes on the floor, I begin to think back. I remember there was one meal with one suit. I began to think back where he brought me from. I've got to give him praise. I got to tell him thank you. I got to say hallelujah. Praise God. Because if it had not been for the Lord on my side, I would have been cut off. When I began to look back over my life and see where he brought me from, I got to give him praise. We will rejoice and be glad in this day. Because tomorrow may never be here. Why? This song says, we got to thank God for this day. Who was in the Bronx on 844 Girard Avenue, Lowly Nazarene Baptist Church. This guy said, he got to the piano and he said, you know, he said, I'm on the human. I'm just a man. Lord, help me believe what I can be, know what I am. Then he begged him, he said, show me the stairway that I have to climb. Help me. That's all he wanted. One day. And I listen when he says, why one day? One day at a time. That's all. It's all asking of you. And when you're digging hard, you need some strength, you say, Lord, give me the strength to do everything. See, he remembered yesterday. He said, yesterday gone. And then he looked ahead, because he knew that tomorrow may never be here. Tomorrow may never be mine. This is the day. Someone said, give me this day. Yes, this day. And then he talked about people. He said to Jesus, he said, do you remember? You know he did. When you walk. And he said, Jesus, you know. If you look at the Lord, it's worse now than then. People are doing some strange things out of it. They're pushing and shoving. And they're calling my mind. But Lord, for my sake, teach me this one day. He went back to Yesterday. He said, yesterday gone, sweet Jesus. Tomorrow may never be mine. That's all I'm asking. Just give me one day. You got so much to do this day. Another day, another chance, another opportunity.